and you have curve deformers. So this here that you're seeing is a bone deformer, and in order to use a bone deformer, what you do is that you activate it. The shortcut that I usually use is caps lock. And what you do, you move the mouse over the bone deformer until you see the rotation icon. You see your mouse change to the rotation icon. Then you click and hold, and you're able to bend the limb. As you can see, you're able to bend the limb here with the bone deformer. What you don't want to do, you don't want to grab this little part here, because you run the risk of stretching out the hand like that. So be careful grabbing the little dot right here and stretching the arm, because what some persons do is that them stretch the hand and try like that. But what happens is that you end up shrinking the arm. So you should not do it like this. What you should do, move the mouse over the bone deformer till you see the rotation icon, click and drag to get the arm to bend. And then you can use the end right here. This is the other part of the bone deformer that you use to rotate, so we can get motions like that. As a result, grab the hand and rotate it like that. So we have rotation on the hand right there. This other arm has a deformer as well. Press caps lock, and you're able to bend the arm like that, and you can rotate this part like that. You can rotate the head up and down like that. So like if you walk him and knock the head a little bit like that. And then you have the neck part. You can move the neck like that. And then remember, you're pressing B on your keyboard to go up the hierarchy. And then you're going to press B again. And now when you press B, it select the peg that controls the upper body. And that allows you to rotate the body like that. You're rotating. And if I press B on the keyboard again, it select the entire master peg. And you know you can use the master peg to position the camera into the scene. And you can, like in this case, I would reduce the size of the character. I'm holding down shift to reduce the size of the character. Make it like that. In this case, I'm going to add a solid color card. So remember, to add a color card, you press the plus button here. And go over to color card and you add that. When we look at the lower part of the body, we can grab his lower foot and we can bend the foot like that. And we can move, we press B. All you have to do is just let the foot, press B. You work your way up the hierarchy by pressing B, and you're able to move the person leg like that. And if you want him to kick, he can kick like that. This is the other part of the leg. Rotate like that. And bend the leg like that. The foot can be bent as well. You can rotate the foot. You can rotate the foot like that. By the way, if you look closely here, we're having a bit of Z-space issues. Notice that this leg, that we're having an issue like this. Now that you go up that when you press B and you go up the entire hierarchy, you just press Alt and up, the up arrow key on your keyboard, and what will happen is that you will push the character back into Z space. So for example, if you have any Z space issues, let's say for example, I'm trying to get an example now. Let us say you have this arm here, and You notice that this arm is now in front of the body. The arm should actually be behind the body. So what you do, let me type it on the screen. You're going to hold down on Alt if you have any Z space, and you're going to press the up arrow. Oh boy, sorry. Oh. The Alt and the up arrow. Sorry, I'm having a bit of challenges typing. Right, and that's so when you select, but this is only when you have Z space issues. And you press B, you go up the hierarchy, hold down Alt and the up arrow to push it back. Alt and the down arrow, bring it forward. So that this is Z spacing, by the way. So if you have any issues where your body parts are in front, you can push them back to Z space. I'm going to show you the other characters as well. I'm going to add another character into the scene. I'm going to drag over the dude character. By the way, you can add more than one characters in a scene. So if you have two characters interacting with each other, whether they're having a conversation or doing whatever action, you can import more than one character into your scene. So this here is the dude character. I'm going to select his master peg and kind of shrink him down. So remember, when you're shrinking your characters, you go to the edge right here and you drag inwards diagonally. But remember that when you're shrinking them, you have to hold down on the shift button. So you hold down on shift and you go to the edge right here and you drag down and you can reduce the size of the character. If you don't hold down shift and you drag the character downwards, you could end up with something like that. Which we don't want this. We will destroy the proportions of the character. So remember, when you're shrinking the character or increasing the size, hold down shift to increase the size of the character, but you're going to drag diagonally with your mouse. The dude character, he operates in the same way like how the cyborg character operates. If you hold down shift, you can kind of increase. Now, look at it, I can rotate his head as well. But if you notice as well, it's different art styles with the rig. So you can nod his head like that. If I press B again, I can rotate his head like that. I can rotate his arm like this. And by the way, it was students that actually rigged these characters. So I teach them how to rig the characters. Move the arm like this, and he also has deformers on his arm. So all you do is that you select the arm and you press caps lock on your keyboard and you activate the bone deformer and you just move the mouse to the lower part here and you're able to bend his arm. Now this is what I want you to notice. You see, when you bend the character, you're going to notice that it's going to look very weird at the end. You can actually grab this little dot part here and you can, you also notice that here we have a little bit of crossing here as well. You can adjust this part here to fix this little part here. But when you see it looking like this, don't worry. This is not how it will look when it is rendered. if I was to go over to my render, so remember these two buttons here, we're currently in our OpenGL view. So I'm going to go over to my render view to see how this would look when it is rendered. So I'm going to click on it. Let me see if I can adjust it. Well, it has a few errors here with the line art, but you can see that it is more rounded right here, even though there's an error right here. So as it relates, in order to fix issues like this, the person that rigged the character, it wouldn't be the job of the animator to fix these kind of issues. The person that rigs the character, the animator would have to send the character rig back to the person that rigged so that they can and if you have to worry about the edge. I'm going to go back to the OpenGL. So see, this is what it looks like in your OpenGL view. And then when I switch over to the render view, that is what it looks like in your render view. So you can bend his arm. You can also move his hand. So this hand can move like, well, when I rotate this arm rotates okay. Even though that I've noticed that the peg, the pivot is over here, the arm can still rotate. He has deformed this arm that you can bend as well like that. His upper body can rotate like this. Can rotate his upper body like that. And by the way, you can download the character rigs, unzip them, and put them in your library so that you can start to experiment with the character rigs. So notice that you can raise the foot like that, and you can bend his like this. The foot part can rotate, so you can rotate the foot. Even though I want him to leave behind that. Perfect, but it can work still. Legs can bend. Yeah. So that is the dude character. Now, here's what I want to show you in the network view. If I was to expand the network view, notice I'm zooming out. Now, when I drag the characters over into my camera view, they were automatically connected to what is called the composite. So we have our default layer here, which is our drawing layer, and this color card that I add. The color card is the white background here. But as it relates to this character, this group is the cyborg character. So this is the cyborg character over here. And the dude character which I added, which I imported to the scene, he is located over here. Let me just drag him. For some reason, him go all the way over there, but he's still connected. So notice that we have a group, we have a separate group for the dude character, and we have a separate group for the cyborg character. Remember that this little triangle part here is what you click on to open up the group. So a while ago, I'm currently in the dude character, which is this character. Notice that for each layer has his name on it. And that's view. You can identify the cyborg character. If I click on this triangle here, I can go into the cyborg character. I can see his network. So this is his network structure. Notice that we have a series of, and we have a master, the master peg that you use to control the entire character here. And this peg controls the upper body. Notice I'm using the network view to select different parts of the character. And the reason why I'm showing you this is that when you start to rig your own characters, you need to have an understanding of how to set up your network view. I know it might look complicated now, but when we get into it, it's going to be very fun and easy when you're hooking up your network and ensuring that the character works properly. And when you start to set up your pivot points as well. This peg here controls the lower body of the peg. So you can lift up his legs like that. Here, you see this here, sorry, deformer. So whenever you click on the arm and go caps lock, this thing here is the deformer that you're seeing here. Layer. So the hand, the arm, the torso. So when you click on the little triangle here, you're able to see the different body parts. So these are these blue modules. They store the actual drawings. You see this green module is stored the keyframe information. So you have two elements here. You have the peg control the key information. The module store drawing. Each of these have a drawing store on it. And these pegs help to create the movement. So like you have a drawing for the foot. So notice that you have all of that there. Right. If at the bottom here where you see top, so notice I'm seeing the name cyborg right here. That is telling me that I'm inside the cyborg rig. Now, if I want to come outside of the cyborg rig, I hit this button here that says top, and that would carry me outside of the cyborg rig. If I want to go into the dude rig, you click the triangle here, that triangle, and that carry inside of the dude rig. And you notice that his network structure set up different. Each character rig have its join modules connected to a composite. And when you come out, it connect back to the main composite here. If I was to disconnect the dude character from the composite, he would disappear. But that doesn't mean that you delete him. It just means that you're not seeing him. So all you do, you just connect back the dude character to the composite, and he is now visible. You see these, when we look at the drawing over here, you have these little arrows, you have these little boxes that you can tick. Now you know that when you click the box off, it turns off the visibility. Notice that the tick is off here for the food character, and no module, the entire thing turn red. So whenever you deselect, it basically turn off the visibility of the character. Same thing with the cyborg. If you turn this off, you can, when you turn off the visibility, you can see that it's off in your network view as well. Of course, you know that you can press 9 on your keyboard to open up the entire character rig, and we can see the entire structure here, which is pretty much the same structure that you're seeing here. The same when you press 0 back the group. You see the dude character, the cyborg character. I'm going to add another character to the scene. So I'm just going to go back to the I want to bring up this here and go, this is the library. I'm going to drag over another character that you have. It is the DN character. So I'm going to drag him over. To drag him over into the scene. DN character. Another thing is facing in this direction. Let me just reduce him in size. Hold down shift and shrink him down in size. Right. So the DN character operates in a similar manner. So notice you have the deformer can bend him arm, you can rotate the wrist, you can rotate. Have other options here in terms of using characters. Notice I think I can move his pupil as well. So you can move him pupil to make him look, but it not masked within the head. So you have to care, but him can look, look around slightly. Have the lower part here where you can bend him leg like that. The leg can bend the foot. Now, here's another thing that you can if you want to change the direction in which the character is facing, you can go into your tool properties. So all you do, you make sure that you select the character all the way up to the mask. So right now I'm on the mask for the DN character. On the master peg for the DN character. And in the tool properties here, notice under operations, you have this button here. This button stands for flip horizontal, and this one stands for flip vertical. So I'm going to click on the flip horizontal, and that is how you can change the direction in which your character is facing. But you have to make sure you're on your transform tool, and when you select the character, you can go up and you can flip it. Well, give me a moment, please. I'm going to check on something. All right, so I'm back now. So that is how you can change the direction in which your character, and you can flip him vertically too as well. All right, so we understand that. And I'm going to add another character to the scene. The bro character. He kind of look like Mewtwo in our alien. So notice I have 4 characters in my scene. And same thing, him have deformers. So this is how you rotate the wrist part here. The elbow part can bend like that. You can rotate that part so. This one can rotate too. And the head can rotate as well. You can nod him head. You can rotate the neck as well. The body can rotate as well. And him have deformers on him foot as well. So the foot part can bend like that. And so, and like this can move too. Move that back into position. Right. And if I was to go over to my network view, you will notice that whenever you drag over a character from your library into your camera view, you will be able to see them in your network view. But it might look tidy, but if you organize it, you can see where your characters are. So this is the DN character that I just added, and this is the bro character, little alien. So now I have 4 characters in my scene. But here for the assignment, what you're going to do, you're going to choose one of these characters to do a progressive A to B walk. You choose one of these